Welcome to a revisit of a game I haven't played in absolutely ages, but I played a lot of this when it was Gold Rush when it first came out. It's been updated, it's been changed, there's been some more stuff added, there's some DLCs, and I'm going to have a look and a bit of a play and see if I can wrap my head around it. Join me, MrSealyp. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed recently, every now and again I've been putting up a video of something other than Farming Simulator 25 or just Farming Simulator generally. I do play other computer games, have done in the past, and if you look through my channel I've played all sorts of games. I've done long running series and different ones like Snow Runner, like Expeditions, Mud Runner. I played Gold Rush a lot and did a lot of videos on Gold Rush. I've played Construction Simulator and all sorts of things, racing games and shoot 'em ups and whatnot. And I've had a few people reach out to me recently and say, was I aware that Gold Rush has had its name changed to Gold Mining Simulator, that it's had some updates, it's had some DLCs released, and then recently, I think last week it had another update, 1.9.3 I think it was, which has changed a few bits and bobs here and there. So I thought, you know what, I haven't played it in ages, I'll jump back on, let's have a look and see what's going on. Now, the two DLCs, there's I think it's mini implements or mini diggers sort of pack, and then there's the Gems and Glory pack. I managed to get both of those packs for $7.99, I think it was. So I've got both of those, and it changes the game dramatically. However, I have a problem. So if I click on load game, got my intro game, and I've got this one here. Now, as you can see, that one was a kind of jump in. I think it was one of the options they gave a while back where you could set every price to $0 or $1 or something, so you could play anything you wanted to. But this is my gameplay. And I've got a fair bit of money. I've been doing all right. I'm on easy difficulty. I've sold all my gold that I had. That's why my money's up to what it is. So if I click on that, and we'll load this game up. So yeah, I've got two claims. They start off with the Old Arnold parcel, and I think I was on River Point or something like that. And all my equipment and machinery is set up there. And I had all the Glacier Creek and all the gubbins and all the cool stuff. And I had diggers and wheel loaders, and I had dump trucks and all the stuff running. I had all my moss mats, all my things were, and that thing was chugging away and it was making me money, and I was doing my repairs as I went along and stuff like that. But I kind of got to a point where I was thinking, okay, I was feeling it was a little bit samey. Now the problem I found is I'm at a different location now, which you'll see. There's new machinery and equipment, not just with the DLC, but one of the updates. There's a quad, which I've purchased. So yeah, the issue I've got is, I mean, the map has extended because I've got the new DLCs. So this is an area that I've never been to before. Now, what time are we? 3:40. So it's starting to get dark. It's not as light as you can see. I mean, it's a fairly dark looking area. But we've got some extra stuff now. I've got to try and remember the controls. Down on here brings me onto our map. So our parcels of land. We've got our. I keep doing that rather than zoom. I'm doing my farming simulator stuff rather than my. Doing it again. R1, there we go. So we zoom in. That's my Old Arnold parcel, I think it is. Or is that where I am now? That's where I am now. L1. Where's Old Arnold? There we go. So there's Old Arnold. Now, when you first start playing the game, that's the one you can rent that ground for $0. And then when you're ready, you can buy the ground. So I started off, I think, when I did my videos, I started off on Old Arnold. We started off doing it all with pans, and then we worked our way up. So we worked up to enough money that we then moved over and we purchased down here this parcel down here. Rivertown, not River Point, so Rivertown. So as you can see, all my equipment, machinery, gear is all down here. There's loads of it. But we have an issue. So I'm going to see if it will let me do this, because it hasn't been letting me. There we go. So if we travel to there, so we've got a lot of the fast travels open, which we have done. Now, this is, like I say, this is set up, and this is, well, it was running. We've got a water tower. We paid quite a bit of money for the water tower. We've got all of our hoses running from the water source. We've got an intermediate pump. So that pumps the water from the water source to the water tower. From the water tower, it goes out to the various different locations. We've got all the various different things running. Actually, we've got a torch. I'm sure we have a torch, don't we? Where's our controls? Where are we? Headlights. There we go. We have got a torch. That makes life a little bit easier. Let's hide the controls again. So we've got our torch. So that's our tower, and then the water comes out. We've got our big generator unit. We've got a fuel tank, so we can transfer fuel around wherever it needs to be. This is good to go. I've got all my various, look, all my cabling coming out. We've got, look, tons of stuff set up for all of the different things. Power supplies out to, and then we've got the Glacier Creek, we've got our shaker, we've got all of our sluice boxes coming all the way down to the big old reinforced trommel, Irwin trommel, and then the various different things for, you know, getting our magnetite, getting our gold from our buckets. We've got water sources, you know, everything's good to go. However, since the update, and that's how I thought I'll come back in and play. And the update only went live the other day, and it was that kind of thing. Oh, cool, it's had an update, I'll jump back on. I cannot access this plot. The main gate, when you drive to the main gate where you come into here, it's not showing that I own it. All my stuff's on here. I can fast travel to it. So what I'm going to try and do as well. I'm going to try and go into our tent, because we do have a tent. I've got vehicles out there on the ground as well. So I'm wondering if I can fast travel here, whether I can take equipment machinery off of the plot and take it elsewhere. I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to get this to work, because it's... And I'll show you the map as well where we're going to be heading out to, because what I'm going to try and do is get some new equipment machinery, and we're going to do some gem stuff. But I think some of this, we might need new bits and bobs. Right, so we can access the tent. That's cool. We have got access to the tablet, so we can use that. Right, so if we go to Old Glen there, and you'll see there, that says Old Arnold Parcel. Boom. Now, we've got that leased already. It's lease 0. We've got our stuff on there. Great. If we go across one, that's Rivertown. Now, Rivertown is saying, I don't own it. If we go back one, that says owned. Look, I bought that, but at the moment, it's just showing that I've leased it. It doesn't say that I even own that, although that says owned, which is weird. That I bought because I'm on that plot now. All my equipment and machinery is on here. Now, I looked up online, and online it said you might just have to release it or rebuy it. That's 1.2 million. I've already bought it. I'm not buying it again, which is really frustrating. I could lease it again for 300,000 because all my gear's on here. But again, that's a big chunk of money considering I do already own it. So there's the other parcels that you used to start with, Pine Valley and the Nighthawk parcel. But as part of the expansion, we've also got this, Diamonds Creek, which is added onto the map. Now, the lease on that is also 0, and this is the gems part of it. So we might try the gems stuff, I think, is what I'm going to do. I don't know, no, this may end up being one video. It could well be that I put this video up, no one cares, no one wants to watch it, and I think, you know what, I'm just going to, again, like I did with the firefighting simulator, I was kind of enjoying it. The views weren't great, people weren't that bothered. I thought, okay, you know what, I'll just play it off camera myself. I'm just trying all these things out again like I used to. But because I have played this before, I thought, you know what, let's, you know, we'll come back and have a go. So if we come back out of there, if we come back out, can we access, actually we can't access, we come back to our map again, we zoom out. So there's the map. So I remember as well when I was playing before, there were certain areas you couldn't access until you'd unlocked sort of the next bits kind of thing. So we've got the main town area here with all the various different things here, the hotel, the gas station, we've got the bank, we've got our place for buying equipment machinery, because they added in all this new stuff. There's all this big orange gear, and it's really, really expensive. I did try with the Frankenstein, I think, and my magnetite separator is there, although when I came back to use that, I've got 2 punctured tyres, and when I went to change one of the tyres, it catapulted the trailer. And now I can't get that to work. The jack's stuck in place. I'm a bit frustrated. So that's why I thought, you know what, let's change things up. So if we go across the map, there's the other 2 plots. And you can drive around the whole lot now. There's a bridge there. There's a bridge there. Now, part of the new bit of the map is all this bit over here. So if we zoom in again. So what I did was drove around across the bridge here, round across here. And this is our new plot, our new parcel that we've leased. We haven't bought it, we've leased it. And there's a whole load of other missions and bits and bobs we can do. If we zoom in again, what's cool as well is on the new version with bits and bobs, you've got sawmills. You've got a sawmill here. You can go and you can buy wood. So you can buy boards, planks, and you can buy railings. So that bridge there, you can build to get across to this bit. And there's an excavator, like a JCB, my mind's blanked as to what it's actually called. Backhoe loader. There's a backhoe loader there stuck in the mud. You have to drain the water, and you know that's a whole thing. But also, what we've got down here is this area, Big Dig Co mining field. Now, apparently, if you go into the journal and have a look, Because what's also been added in is here where it says blocked R1. If we zoom in here, that says blocked pass. There's dynamite. There's a detonator. You can blow boulders and rocks out the way. You can clear paths. If you clear the path through to there, apparently there's equipment and machinery and stuff. It does say if there's stuff laying around, you can just help yourself to it. I don't know what that's going to encompass, but that's all part of the plot that we've now leased. So I think what I'm going to do is, because of the DLC, I don't know whether or not we should go... I'm trying to think, where are we? Diamond Creek. So if we go down on our details here, Diamond Creek should tell us, and I don't know what if we need different machinery here. There's Diamond Creek. So Diamond Creek isn't a place for ordinary gold miners, it's a place for miners who want something more. Have nothing to lose, are ready for an adventure. Are you one of them? Yes. What are you waiting for? You need Gems and Glory DLC? Yes, we've got. Lost Miners Landslide, Marshlands, Big Dig Co mining field. So on the map for the big CEOs working in their offices who had never been to Alaska, the place looked great for starting a mining operation. However, after many years of mining, without any profits, they left and abandoned some of their equipment. They won't notice if someone uses it. So we might be able to blow our way into that. There's an abandoned mine. Like a mine in the mountainside, which I think we need to try and find maybe. But again, it depends how it, let me know. Comment if you like. If you comment, it lets the YouTube algorithm know people are liking it. It might put it out to a wider audience, and then I think, you know what, I'll carry on. I'll carry on anyway. It's just whether I'm making the videos on it or not. Power station and building bridges. So the power station requires us to take fuel, I think. Fill the power station with fuel from a nearby tank. Connect the power station building to a power pole mast using a high voltage cable. So I think we've got a couple of bits to buy. We're going to get that set up, and then we can run whatever we need to off of that power station. We might build the bridge out, but I don't know what we need, if there's any sort of new equipment and machinery. So what we're going to also look at in here is under a machine store. We're definitely going to buy some new gear because we have got some new equipment and machinery that is available as part of the mini equipment pack. So we've got that one there, the mini drilling machine. We've got the mini front end loader and the mini excavator. So we might do some mini stuff. They're not too expensive to buy, so I think we're going to... is that delivered? That's delivered. Cool. Let's do one of those. And then let's do the mini excavator. Check out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Because this plot allows 3 things. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Let's order it. Cool. So that should be coming. And we'll get to have a fiddle around with some of the new stuff, which will be quite cool. But what I also don't know about is equipment store. Whether there's stuff, equipment, specific to doing gems. It doesn't really work like grills, mosses. There you go. Sluice box great for gems. So do we still need our sluice boxes? Oh, so we need to run it as we did with the other thing. So hog pan pumps. Hog pan no pump, that's when you fill yourself. Hog pan sluice box core. Hog pan sluice box extension. Hog pan mats. So I assume we need to run all the same stuff, but we just put in sluice box grates for gems instead. It's difficult to know, isn't it? Do we need a mining pan if we want to start off? Just have a go. We could do it with a shovel, but we've got a little mini excavator. Let's have a look. Did I say this is all new? This is all new stuff, and because I haven't been on it for a long time. Mini wash plant, fully automated, mounted on a handy trailer. That might not be a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is get my fuel tank. Hopefully, we'll fill it with fuel. We'll take it and we'll see if we can hook up. Oh, we need an extra. What was that thing we needed? Was it a high capacity pump thing? Should we try with a mini wash plant? Simplify wash plant, fully automated and mounted on a handy trailer. Yeah, that'll be from the store. Like I say, I've got loads of workers, and they're all assigned to a plot that I can't use. So it's, like I say, to say it's a little bit frustrating is an understatement. Parts. I did buy 2 wheels. One of them just disappeared, catapulted off into the excavator tracks, and batteries and cogs, hydraulic hoses. I don't know what we're looking for here. There's got to be some cabling somewhere. There's a lot of stuff here, isn't there? Fan belt. Oh, this is the thing. It's crazy. I mean, to be fair, you can go into settings and turn a load of this stuff off, which I think we could do, I suppose, just to, but it depends how realistic you want it. Water pumps, generator coolers. God, there's so much stuff on here. Lamp. Where's all the cables then? So can we not buy those from there? Accessories? Oh, dynamite. Maybe we could blast that thing. We haven't tried that yet. Should we try a dynamite blast? I don't know. I'm just... Let's try a dynamite blast. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know what we're doing, but let's do that. I think we've got the detonator already. Gold pan. Oh, there we go. Hoses and things. It's got to be in here, hasn't it? High voltage power cable. Was it one of those we needed? 56. Yeah. So we need one of those and then fuel. So I'd say I'm not quite sure. Some of this stuff I think we're going to have to go and we're going to have to go and collect, aren't we? Where's my exit? There we go. So we have to go over. It depends where this is delivered all this stuff to, though, because it's transporting it. But I don't want transporting it here. That's not going to help, is it? So yeah, we need to work out how. There's our small fuel truck, fuel thing. But it's whether or not I might have to reset it. I wonder if we can. Where would I reset that to? Because it restores it back to here. That's not going to help. And I can probably strip a load of the gear out from here. But again, it's working out. If I can't get onto the plot with a trailer to load the stuff in, what do I do? It's a quandary. Let me click on that. So load. There we go. There we go. Select. I don't want to restore. It's certainly curious. Right. I don't know how much of this will get edited out. But if I can go and get the fuel thing. So as you can see here, we didn't expend it completely. I mean, we did loads here. But we reached the point I thought, let's buy a new parcel. We went from a flat thing up here. We dug all of that out. We did a whole load. Went round the side. We did all of that. And it was that thing of as well, hiring workers. I wasn't sure whether or not you could have a second site running that you didn't have to operate, that you could have other workers, but it didn't kind of work out that way. So, yeah, let me see if I can go and grab the trailer. I might skip it to the morning. I'm fiddling around with a couple of bits, see if I can find all my equipment wherever that's ended up. I'll use this to go and grab the fuel trailer if it will let me onto the plot. If not, I might need to reset it. Can't remember where we do this. Let's do that. This was up for engine, handbrake off, headlights on. Right, see you in a bit. I'm not sure how much we're going to get done in this episode. I might go and pick up the dynamite and try and blast that thing, just so we can have an explosion. I don't know. Handbrake on. I've forgotten again. Headlights off. Engine off. And what we'll do, we'll jump out of here. And yes, I wanted to show you while we're in here. Oh, here it is. Here's our stuff. Or is that... No, that's part of the DLC. This just tells you what it all is, isn't it? Yeah, we have ordered it. I just don't know where it's going to deliver it to. So yeah, the additional stuff that's been added in as far as I remember. This section here has got the Frankenstein in it, which I'm sure we bought off camera. We've got the Glacier Creek. I think we had a reinforced trommel. But this is all new. Look, all this big orange stuff. Haven't utilised any of that on anything. And then this thing, I thought about buying one of these. So this is like the mega excavator, huge excavator. We had the one below that, but I think I sold it. So we got a bit more money back into the bank. A lot of this stuff we already own. So I've got to work out where all my stuff has ended up. We're going to go in, because I'm pretty sure if we go to the store, the equipment store, that's going to be where our trailer is. And we have already purchased, this is a PS4 game. You've got to remember, this came out 2017, I think it was. This originally came out. I'm playing it on PS5, but it still does that loading screen. We've got one of those already, which we can get around the map a lot quicker, but I'm just trying to work out where all my gear is. So I've fast travelled over now to Diamonds Creek. Turns out all of our equipment and machinery was ready for transport in storage area. So what I've done now is clicked on Diamonds Creek, made sure I've selected that, and then the transport fees are there, and that should all now be moving over. So when we come out of this menu at Diamonds Creek, the equipment should all be waiting for us, I think. It's the next day, it's in the morning. We are over at the Diamond Creek plot. I had an absolute nightmare. I was having to restore vehicles, reset them. These vehicles I hadn't actually set to where they needed to be delivered to. So whilst I had purchased them, they hadn't delivered yet. So they are now delivered to this claim. So I had to go into the tent, go into transport and show where I wanted them delivered to. The bits and bobs that I had purchased, because I bought them at the other claim, they appeared at the pegged out area at that claim, but I couldn't drive my pickup in. So I had to pick up the two bits, the dynamite and the electric cable, the high voltage power cable. I had to pick those up, walk them to the fence, the gateway, which wasn't open anymore, drop them over the gate, then go to the pickup, then pick up. Honestly, unbelievable. The trailer, and then this. Like I said, I can't remember how to set this up. But first things first, we're going to take the cable up, and we're going to take the fuel up. Now, to be fair, I don't necessarily, I don't need to take the fuel up, because there's a big tank there you can actually refill, which is already at the power plant. But I have refilled my fuel tank anyway, which actually probably makes sense to leave that on the claim for other stuff to use. It does say about doing it before midnight and refueling. Maybe I'll use this. It's a difficult decision. Handbrake, headlights. Let's take it up there. That's what we should be able to do, hopefully. Handbrake on, engine off, lights off, hop out. Still got my torch on. So this fuel tank here, which is for the power station, it says refuel. You've got this big old tank here, which at the moment is empty. If we come to that, we can fill that up. So I could put, actually we could probably put some in, couldn't we? Put 1,000 litres in? Wouldn't hurt, would it? So that'll be delivered at midnight. So I should have done it the day before. That's still going to be empty, but we have got fuel in this tank. Do I need to? I don't think I need to empty that. So what we need to do is grab, will it reach though? If I grab that, take that to there. Is it? Yeah, that's going down. That should be filling up. I don't know where it shows. Is it up there it shows? Yeah, potentially it's up there it shows. So I don't know whether to fill it completely. I can always go back and buy some more fuel, can't I? or at midnight when that refuels, refuel that from that, whichever way around, doesn't matter. Maybe when we hit 50%, that way I've got a little bit spare to refuel vehicles if I need to, maybe. Yeah, we're looking. Right, let's grab that. Put that back onto there. Now, this is the bit I'm not sure about. I think no, it says about turning it on, the power plant, but I'm not sure how I even go about doing that. Drop that there a second. Is that what we turn on? This is where we open the box up here. So I'm assuming we pick that up and we use that one end. And then the other end, assume it's long enough, we take down and plug in to this box here. Drop there a second. Pick that back up. I guess. So the question then is, that's got fuel. It's plugged in. Is there a oh, there you go. Switch. So that now means that with the power plant running, as long as we keep that topped up, it does say about switch boxes. I assume, because that's now powering the grid, that switch boxes anywhere around on any of the digs, I think it says. I'm trying to think where there is one. I saw one a little while ago. Is there one over here? There are switch boxes every now and again. So you can run your power cables from then rather than having a separate generator, potentially. Now, as far as explosives goes, we might have to take some over. Actually, don't need to go to the tent. To blow that bit there, it does say you have to do it from the other side. So I looked at the map, and I'm looking here and I'm thinking, there's a bridge there. That track runs around there. There's a bridge. Whoa, there's a bridge there. And then you come across there. So if I come to this side, there's like tape there. I'm sure it said you need to do it from this side, which probably indicates I've got to build that bridge and that bridge to get round there before I can blow that, potentially. So we might look at the sawmill and how do I go about putting some stuff in. I'm not even sure where our claims are. I think it's here, isn't it? We've got to clear that bit there. And there's a bit up here as well. Lost Miners Landslide. There's a track that needs to be cleared as well. Closed road. I'm not quite sure where the mine is either. I think we've got to blow some rocks. I think it might have been here. We have to blow some rocks up or move them, I think. Mind you, that looks like, I don't know. We have to clear that. There's a whole load of stuff here, isn't there? I mean, look at it all. Origin Lake. So, I don't know what order to do this in first, really. It does say you need a wooden detonator thing. I've got a bucket for my... we had that delivered here. I think the bucket would go into this little mobile wash plant, doesn't it? I thought for doing gems we can start off, and then I can maybe move all the other stuff. Yeah, that goes under there. There's a power button there, but it's going to need water, isn't it? Which means it's going to need a small hose. It's so frustrating that I can't transfer my stuff over. I can move machinery and equipment, but I can't, even if I load a trailer up onto it, I can't get the trailer out. And if I reset the trailer, the stuff doesn't reset with the trailer. I tried fast travelling with a vehicle and it wouldn't let me. It used to. I don't know. I'm really concerned. I'm excited to come back on and try the gem stuff and all this new sawmill and whatnot, but I'm worried that in whatever the last update was, because I haven't been playing it for a long time, I haven't really kept up with the updates and what's been happening, that maybe something's broken in the update. I wouldn't know, because I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be or not. So wood order, if we come to here, we can do bridge floor pieces and bridge railings. Now, bridge floor pieces, they're actually too expensive, aren't they? Should we get 3? Yeah, let's buy 3. I don't know how we pick them up, what we do with them. Where are they? Oh, is that here? Now, I'm assuming this is going to require a big old excavator crane type doodaddery. I don't think our small digger here, even with chains on, will have enough oomph to lift it. So do I reset? Oh no, I got rid of my excavator. Do I buy that big old excavator that I was... I mean, this is probably mental, isn't it? Just go, yeah, go on, let's get it. Mind you, I'm sure this claims that I can only have three vehicles, didn't it? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I might turn the power plant off because we're not actually running any power yet. And I've got that power plant running. Are these the boxes? No, I'm sure I saw one somewhere. Or did I dream it? I might have dreamt it. Maybe I did think it was those. That would be odd, wouldn't it? So, shall we buy that excavator? We've got a big old river here, so as far as it goes for a water source for pumps and things, that shouldn't be a problem. Here's our quad. I'm not going to lie, this is not going how I hoped it would. So it's pretty cool. It's a bit faster than the pickup, which means you can bimble around the map quite quick. I think I might just bite the bullet and buy the excavator, you know. I know it's stupid and I probably shouldn't. You know what, let's turn that off, because that is going to be using the fuel and I haven't got anything plugged in yet. So once we're ready for it, and then maybe we can put some more fuel in at some point as well, can't we? Top it right off. Once we've started earning, I mean, we've got plenty of money sat there, although I'm going to spend a load now. And then maybe some big old chains. I'm assuming that's what I need to lift up those bridge parts. And then we'll go across and we'll have a look at the backhoe loader. But I think we need a pump, which means, do I bring over the pump from the other one? Can I reset that? Probably. If we check the map, we are all the way over here. That's our water pump. But I can't reset any of the hoses. If I restore that, that will put it back to the sort of the main store point, but then I can bring it in from that store point. We have got the big dozer drill, the big dozer. The wheel loader is just there. I changed the wheel loader colour because you can change that. I put it in a cow pattern, but it looks awful. So I'm going to switch that back. I genuinely don't know what to do. Oh dear, what am I about to do? We had the big excavator. Where's the huge excavator? There you go. Huge excavator. 290. That's cheaper than it was showing on the thing, isn't it? Hang on. $290, $439, $377. That can't be the cost to transport it. Surely not. Maybe I should go to the store and buy it. That seems a bit mad. But I don't really want to drive it all the way over to it. That's a bit crazy as well. That doesn't make any sense. Quantity 1. Those two prices don't match up. Oh. So I did it. I've lost my mind. Look at the size of compared to the mini equipment that's sitting over there. That thing is gargantuan. And it was weird. I went to the main store, so I fast travelled over. Went to the store. It was 290,000. Didn't charge me any extra. Not 377. Don't know what that was about. Then I went to the next window over to transport, 1,500 transport, and it was here. I don't understand what that was doing. Anyway, what we're doing now then, each one of these bridge pieces, I've gone for the 9-metre cables because these are the heavy duty bores. They're right to the corner on each of these. And then what we should be able to do is lift the whole thing up, and we'll place the first one, then the second and third. Problem is, that's not very wide. So my concern is if I need to build the bridge the other side as well, I'm not going to get this across. Maybe once it's built I don't put the railing. Mind you, no, the base pieces will go here. The railings, it does say, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere, you don't have to do the railings. We can get a bit of, I know everything I was doing was in the dark, but I'm not sure I will need that wash plant. I don't know. Yeah, so that should be for our drilling. I don't know how useful any of it will be, but I think it's quite cool. We've got a dog as well up there. Dog's called Dozer, and there's little food things as well. You can feed the dog. It's another strange addition, but hey, it's all part and parcel, isn't it? So let's hop up on here. If we get around to the other side and do that one there, to that one there. I probably would have been better off just sticking with the other one I had. But I saw that and thought, come on, let's go. The other thing as well, that says, it definitely says 4 bundles. I've only got 1 bundle of dynamite at the moment. I might take that bundle, or I might order a stick of dynamite, and we might just go, and it says you need a wooden detonator, not the electric ones. And I've been through all the menus trying to find a wooden detonator, so I'm wondering if there's a wooden detonator somewhere out and about you've got to find, because I can't find it. It's going to be there somewhere. Where am I going? It's going to be there somewhere. This is one of those things as well. I mean, I suppose some people may find it frustrating or annoying. I like the problem solving. Sometimes you get to a point you think that it's making it overly complicated, overly difficult to achieve what you're trying to achieve, and it doesn't need to be. But then sometimes it is that thing of when you're doing it for the first time, it's no different to any game. It's fun, it's exciting. When it becomes a repetitive task, then I can understand why people will get fed up. So, do that one. No, actually, we will leave it on that one. That one. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to move the arms. Why is that now not? Engine on. Driver mode. So let's put in operator mode. Let's move that, do that. We want driver mode. Actually, no, we don't. We want this mode first. Let's go. The 9-metre cables. Is that as high as? Oh, okay. There we go. There's our first section. Lifting. Then into driver mode and then back up. Oh, handbrake will be a good idea, wouldn't it? What are we stuck on? On the ground by the looks. Oh no, there we go. Actually, you know what? I'm probably lucky I got this one. Can we curl that up a little bit higher? There we go. Back to that. Like I say, my concern is how straightforward is it going to be? Oh, looking straightforward to place. Can I reach further across? Because if I can't drive this over there, how am I going to get other bits on? Because this is not going to allow me to drive over here, is it? No, those posts are in the way. Oh, it took it. Oh, have I got... Oh, I might have done it with the automatic. Yeah, I'm not... Well, I guess the first one we'll do, see if we can reach that far out with this. Maybe actually what we'll do, we'll go down a little bit closer to the water's edge. What I'll do now is... let's turn that. The sawmill thing's a whole different animal. Adds so much... Again, it's that thing of, I suppose, when you've got to a point where things are getting a little bit repetitive. this adds another element to the game. Sure, I don't need to be turning that, do I? Could just move the whole thing. We want to go operating mode, bring that back down again, and then we'll hook those back up. So what we'll do now is engine off, handbrake on. Do I put the lights on? Because that will drain the battery. Don't want to do that. Right, so I'll now do the same thing. I can find all my cables. We'll hook them back up again. Pick that one up. Which one's that? That's this corner. And I'll get the next two pieces in. This one here is this corner. Okay, the game just crashed on me. I haven't experienced that yet. So the bridge is built. I am now concerned. I'm genuinely concerned. I don't think we can't get that big excavator over the bridge because of the railings. I don't know if we can manhandle bridge pieces. What we're going to do is go across and we look at the marshland. There is a backhoe loader and the ground all needs draining. You can actually, I say drown, if you go in deep water it kind of resets you and it sort of says you've got, you know. So all this ground to the left is all waterlogged and there's a backhoe just in there. So you've got to drain the water and then get it all out. Maybe hook chains to it, but I don't know how you'd get to it to hook chains on. And then the next bridge should be a bit further along. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be another buildable, which means I'm going to have to, I don't know how I'm going to do it. So I can't get the big excavator and I sold my other one. Maybe that little diddy one. Oh, hang on a second. Let's do that. We have got another sawmill just here. So we can buy the pieces. Actually, what I'll do, let's buy one bridge piece. I'll do this later on, and maybe another episode or later off camera. Let's buy that. I'm just thinking with the small excavator and those chains I just had, if I hook a chain on either end, on each sort of on one corner or one end, could I drag it into place and then maybe push it with the thing? I don't know if it needs to be lifted, whether there's some mechanic that doesn't allow it, but yeah, the bridge definitely needs to be built. So we need to be able to get the bridge pieces or something to lift the bridge pieces, and if I can't get that big excavator over, then it's going to have to be with something else. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and blow something up. I don't think it's going to work either. Dynamite's just there. If we go into our journal and go across to here, might be the Diamond Creek parcel. The bits I was talking about, there we go, Diamond Creek. So, Lost Miners Landslide. So this place is named after 4 brave miners who died here during mining operations. Be careful, don't fall off the cliff or you'll join them. I think it's the right place we're going to head over to. Might not be. Plant dynamite by the boulders. Use a detonator to clear the area. A cheaper, more time-consuming method is moving the rocks manually with steel cables and an excavator. You've then got the marshlands we've just been past. We need to drain, then abandoned mine. The abandoned mine is the richest place in Alaska in terms of gems. You can't get there with an excavator, so you'll have to use a shovel. Remember that the mine is deep underground, so you need additional light sources. Wonder where that is. So what I'm going to do then is we're going to head over to where I think we can blow a boulder up. And I've got the dynamite. And if we go like that, what's happened there? Go the other way. There you go. There's our detonator, and it says "Carboom" on it. So I'm assuming we just place a bit, and then you just walk away and carboom. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I'll see you over there in just a minute and see if we can blow something up before we end, and then I've got to work out what we're going to do moving forward. We've got some bits done. We've got some new equipment. It's just familiarising yourself again with everything, so you can kind of work out what it is you're doing and what you need to do, you know. This bed on the back of this isn't particularly big. It doesn't have a trailer hitch either, but for getting around, just looking for stuff, it's kind of handy. So just over to the right here, according to the map, this is the Lost Miners landslide. So I'm assuming we have to dig into this. Is this where we go? Again, I'm not sure. Let's do that and that and that. So do we just... I don't know. Let's go. No, where's me? Where's that gone? Huh? Found it. We're okay. Should I do a big rock over there? Will that work? I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? Just drop it? Oh, plant. Ooh. Okay, now what? Now we just step back and enjoy the fireworks? We want that one, that one, that one. Where's the sound effects? I mean, that was very cool, but where was it? It says Carboom on here. Where all that? There's not much sound actually I've found. I've got a lot of environmental sound, not much on the vehicles, but I'm sure I've got this set normally. Let's double check our settings. R2, sound. Yeah, master's at 100%, machines at 80, UI's at 100, environment volume doesn't need to be that much, surely. But everything else should be fine. Maybe it doesn't do a big boom. I mean, that was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. So I guess we've just got to spend a bit of time. Whoa, mama. That's, am I supposed to dig into that now? If we do all of them, should I do one more? Just before we end, I'll do one more. I'm just curious. Maybe stick one up in here. Will that do a whole big old crater? Once we've done all of them, what does it expose anything? Are we supposed to? Is this where the mine entrance is? I don't know. All these questions and more that need to be answered, and we haven't even started digging for gems yet. This is absolutely bonkers. What's this over here? Oh, that's the monument for the miners. What's over here? Got to be careful. Don't want to go too deep into the water. Well, potentially, I suppose, if you drain the water away, will it expose the mine entrance? Don't know. I'm going to get one more bit of dynamite. I'm going to whiz back. We'll get one delivered. Do I do a single stick? That was a whole, maybe just a couple of sticks. If I get 3 or 4 and place them, will they all go off on one? I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah. I bought single sticks. I've planted 2 already. One over there, one between those, just there. But one, where will let me plant it? There. Then we'll go one a little bit further up. See why? I wonder why there's no sound. I was really looking forward to a big old bang, but nope. Wonder what will happen up here. To be fair, single sticks. I'm not sure, but there we go. Let's go down the hill. Don't need to be closer, but no, wrong way again. There we go. And then there needs to be sound. There needs to be sound. But we have got rid of those. That's going to need another one. I'm assuming that one, maybe, no, it does look different to the background. Maybe we need another stick here for that one. So yeah, there's a bit more I can be doing here. It's not cheap to be using the dynamite, to be honest with you, and considering we're not making any money at the moment, and I don't know how much of this we've got to do. I don't know about these twigs and branches and stuff. And once they're all cleared, then what? Do we get some kind of reward, or does that mean we're just good to start digging? Or I'm not too sure, but that will be explored, I guess. So new equipment, new machinery, DLCs, explosives, bridge building, all stuff I didn't do the last time I played this. And like I say, I know, all these things have been out for a little while now, but thank you to the people that reached out and said to me, look, you know what, it's had an update. I know you played it a bit before. Maybe you might want to go back and have a look. And I have had a look, and I have to say I'm quite enjoying it. Like I say, a bit of problem solving, something a little bit different. Let me know what you think. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.